This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Today we're going to talk about 3 different aspects to porn and semen retention. The 3 different aspects are do, measure, report. This can be applied in every single aspect of your life, and it should be applied in every single aspect of your life because we are on a path of self-improvement. We are on a path towards masculinity, and we want to go at it full force and let nothing stop us from being driven towards that path. Do, measure, report. The quotation that I'm going to use for do is what gets rewarded gets done. The second one is measure. What gets measured improves. And the last one, which is we're reporting, is when you report, the improvement improves faster. Going back now to porn and semen retention. We're trying to get porn out of our lives. Now, for me, it's been out for a long time, and hopefully it has been for you as well. If you relapse, that's okay, you know, be hard on yourself, except for the fact that you make the decision, like you basically tell yourself that this is my day of disgust. I don't want to watch that stuff anymore. I'm done with it. Put it away and never watch it again. Easier said than done, of course, but once you change your identity, like that's just not something I do, everything becomes so much easier. So what is the problem with the first aspect of the 3 things that I mentioned? Do, measure, report. In terms of doing, when you're watching porn, you are getting instant, massive gratification. It's not good for your brain, and it's not even real. Like literally, guys, it's not real. And we have to understand that. This is one of the reasons why we're, you know, like guys always are looking for porn that's like amateur or like real or something like that, because we know that the porn is not real. We know that they're not really enjoying themselves. Okay, it's fake. Get over it. It's done. And you'd rather be the one who actually is experiencing this with his long-term committed partner. So get rid of it. If you ever want to become masculine, you've got to get to the point from instant gratification, I need something right now, my emotions need this, to I can wait. Actually, I have patience. Actually, I have the emotional stability that I know that reward on that other side, man, is gonna be absolutely fantastic, and I'm ready to wait, and I know it's gonna be amazing. You want to go from femininity, which is massive instant gratification, to masculinity, where you are patient, where you wait because you know that on the other side it's actually going to feel even so much better with everything. All right, so how do we apply this? Semen retention, you don't get the reward immediately, do you? No, you don't. What ends up happening, it actually gets worse before it gets better. Now, there's some of my clients right now who are like freaking out because they're like week number 2, or you know, they're getting to like day 15, day 16, whatever. And it's hard at that time. And I recognize it, I understand it, but this is the time you just have to get past. This is the time when you just, like, if you manage to control yourself for just 2 more weeks, seriously, once you get to day 30, sometimes it's day 40 for some guys, it's like, it's amazing what happens, okay? You suddenly are able to control yourself. Your emotions are not all over the place anymore, but you actually start flatlining, okay? Now, this sounds like bad news, but this is actually fantastic news, because this is some sexual energy that is controllable. You can control the sexual energy that is almost non-existent, okay? Now, but the thing is that actually grows on you. The sperm production is still there, and it's still happening. Nothing's wrong down there, okay? Trust me on that. What is actually happening is a rebooting of your system, your sexual energy, your sexual self is rebooting. And over the next 60 days from day 30 to day 90, your brain is rewiring continuously. You will start getting morning wood again, man. When was the last time you had that? Like, if you're a teenager, it happened all the time. But once you get 30, late 20s, 40 years old, when was the last time you had a morning wood? Seriously. That is a sign that there's tons of sexual potential in you, and you want that, okay? For those of you who think, so, well, that's normal. Yeah, for some of you out there, you haven't had it in years. And that's because of porn and masturbation, or simply ejaculating all the time during sex. Once you start practicing semen retention, you go past those 30 to 40 days, guess what? Your systems are going to normalize again. You're going to feel fantastic. The dopamine levels are also going to normalize. So whenever you see a cute girl, you're going to be like, whoa, hello, you know? Simply from seeing someone on the street, fully clothed, not doing anything. And that's a positive thing, okay? Because you want that sexual energy to come from nowhere. You want that sexual energy to be in you all the time, to give you energy just like I have right now, so that you can be fired up about life all the time. An attitude independent of circumstances. You can have that, but it requires semen retention, which is why what gets rewarded gets done. But the fact is that the reward when it comes to semen retention, it takes time for you to get there. And I'm saying day 30, day 40, you're gonna have a flat line, but over just a few days after that, once you get past that, those few days, it might be less than a week even, you're going to be able to start feeling like, man, I feel so good, I feel motivated, I feel fired up, I'm hungry for success, and I'm taking things to another level in every single category and aspect of my life. My habits are improving, my healthy eating is improving, my exercise is improving, I'm putting on weight, I'm putting on everything. Literally, your life will be amazing. Semen retention, man, it's the one secret hidden personal development tool if you use it for personal development. There are people out there practicing semen retention or not masturbating because it's a sin that don't get the benefits of semen retention. You've got to apply the benefits in your life, okay? Point number 2, which is measure. This is where some guys say basically, I don't want to focus too much on which day I'm on. And that's great. If you manage to get to that point, beautiful. But if you're still struggling and you haven't really changed your identity to, I just don't do that stuff anymore, then you still need it. You still need to cross off the days. And I'm like, I did another day. I did another day. And you have to congratulate yourself every single day that you managed to go a whole 24 hours retaining your sperm, retaining your potential, retaining your life force. What you measure improves, and when you see those, you're like, man, I'm not breaking my streak. No matter flipping what, I'm gonna be able to get to a new record. Hopefully I'm gonna get past 30 to 40 days, because man, after that it becomes so much easier. Get to that level, guys. And number 3 is reporting. When you report, your improvement improves faster. That's what you want. Okay, so let's think about the aspect of, like, when it comes to semen retention, a lot of that stuff you can do on your own. As long as you watch this channel, you get the daily, daily reminder every single day that, oh, I'm not supposed to be touching myself, and I'm not supposed to be watching porn. Use this channel as a daily reminder. It's one of the reasons why I do these videos every single day, or at least I try. But it's not enough to practice semen retention. You've got to take strides in your other areas of your life in order to put the practice of semen retention to true use in your life. And this is when coaching matters. Okay, so let me just explain to you what happened to my friend Luaista. If you haven't seen the video, man, go back and see business coaching featuring Luaista. He's my most awesome client right now, okay? And I'm talking about in terms of business, okay? Because literally, I've mentioned this already, but he was at $1,000 in sales in his business, okay? He's had a full-time job, and then he started, promoting and, taking some of my coaching when it came to the business. I'm not saying that you're gonna get these same results, but man, if you apply the things I teach, man, it's gonna happen for you. And he's had massive motivation, and he simply just did everything. Within 6 weeks, 6 weeks, guys, this was not a year, this was 6 weeks, he managed to take it from $1,000 to $10,000 in 31 days in July. The last day, man, he had $400 left. He had $9,600, man. I'm so close, dude. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna do it. And I told him, make 50 canvases, because he was really fast. He only did 26 or something. And then I want you to reply to all those guys who are basically hitting you up on it. And he did it. He did those 26, and then he started replying to all those guys. Guess what? There was a guy who wanted 8 canvases, so he sold for $320. He had $80 left. It's an hour left before midnight. And I'm like, this is your chance, man. It can happen right now. And I told him, okay, go on Twitter right now. And on Twitter, you say that anyone who purchases my canvas right now, I will give you 4 canvases for the price of 2. He did it. Someone actually bought that order. He got 10K after having had 6 weeks of coaching with me, man. I'm so proud of him, bro. So the point is, what did he do? He took action. What gets rewarded gets done. Now, the way I reward him is simply, man, I'm really good at rewarding people by telling them how awesome they are, because he was, man. Like, literally, he was taking charge of his life, and he was changing a lot of things, and at the same time, he was applying everything that I told him. And he was also getting the reward of actually growth in his sales, and things were actually happening. So he took action, but he knew what the right action was because he took coaching from me. The second aspect was that we measured his growth, okay? We would not have gotten to 10K had he not had overview over his sales from day-to-day basis. As often as I could, I asked him, what are your revenues at for this month right now? And then he would check and then he'd tell me. And then he'd be like, okay, I need to put in some more effort, and I need to do this, and I need to do this, and I need to do this. If we didn't know that, if he didn't measure, he wouldn't have gotten to 9,600 on the last day. But guess what he did on the last day? He reported that he had $9,600 and that he only needed 400 left. And because he reported, suddenly it was team effort to actually help him to achieve his goal. What I'm looking for right now is a few more guys. I'm gonna give 3 guys the opportunity within the next 24 hours. If you hit me up and tell me, hey, I want to have coaching from you, Joseph, like, I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to 10x my life. It might not take 6 weeks. It might take 3 months. It might take 4. I don't care. But I want to improve my situation and massively move forward towards masculinity, towards business goals, etc., etc. In the next 24 hours, I'm going to take 3 guys who wants a free consultation. I'm going to give you a free consultation. At the end of that consultation, I will give you an offer. And then it's up to you if you want to become my client. Yes, I'm best when it comes to relationships, for sure. But at the same time, I'm good at business as well. I can help you to actually progress things in sales, in business. Luaista, comment down below and approve of this, okay? So I can promise you, you'll definitely get faster results because you're following the 3 principles that work, man. These are part of the definition of truth. The definition of truth, that which works in the long run and in the big scheme of things. Having a coach, having a master, having someone who's been there, done that, will help you to improve faster. Improvement faster. This is what we all need. We want to improve faster, and I can help you do that. You guys know how coaching works, but you most probably never invested in it because you don't know anyone who's invested in it. And the reason why you don't know anyone who's invested in coaching is because your friends are not rich. If they were rich, they would have coaches. You would know about coaching and you would use it in your life. Well, sometimes you need coaching in order to take you to that next level. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. This is Joseph Darling from the Men of High Value channel. I'll see you again in the next video.